Today we have with us another esteemed guest. If you could just give us your name and what state that you're living in.
Sure. Thomas Gross. I live in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay. And that's where you're originally from, Tom?
No, I'm not. I'm actually from the Grand Rapids, Michigan area,
Mhm.
and but I've lived in several different places. I've lived in Boston and Greenwich, Connecticut, and New York City, and moved to Chicago in 2016.
Okay. So that kind of leads me to the next question is how long have we been working together?
Well, Andrew, as you might recall, when I moved to Illinois, I work for a small uh, venture capital firm called City Light Capital,
Mhm.
and I was going to part-time status with them and working on climate and environment investments. And at the time, I was unfamiliar with the medical care situation, medical insurance situation in Illinois.
Mhm.
And I was coming off our company plan, so I had to find my own self-funded plan
Mhm.
in Illinois, and it was very confusing for me. So I actually I had my assistant do some research for me
Mhm.
about consultants that were in the Chicago area that could help me with this very confusing topic. And your name came up.
Mhm.
And so I actually talked to two or three other providers,
Mhm.
consultants, and you seem to be the most on top of things. So we
Mhm.
started working together. I think it was the fall of 17, 16, or maybe the spring of 17. Don't know exactly, but sometime around there.
Okay. So it's been what year are we in? In 2023. So,
Yeah, we probably
you know,
worked together 5 years, I think,
okay.
something like
So
that.
about
Yep.
5 years. And what's that
Yep.
process been like for you working with me
Uh,
and
it, it's been great. I had never done healthcare for myself. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know where to start. And you helped me understand how the system works and how to get coverage for my wife and I, Lisa. And we ended up going with Blue Cross and Blue Shield as the best provider for our needs. But
Mhm.
you helped us get other quotes and look at all the different options. And I've got some special situations with my wife's health that
Mhm.
you helped us sort through. So that was kind of stage one of our
Mhm.
relationship. And then after we as Andrew called it, became Kardashians when we entered the Medicare universe. Uh, he re-educated me again about how Medicare works and helped me go through that minefield and helped get us set up with our Medicare providers. So that's where we're at today.
You have a really good memory. Yeah. So you had alluded to it a little bit before. You had reached out to other companies. You tried to do it yourself. What was a driving force for you to move forward and feeling comfortable and working with me, you know, 5 years ago?
Sure, good question. Um, I think that the initially I was attracted to working with you because you were very dependable, and dependability and reliability are very important to me.
Mhm.
And you called me back, you sent me emails. Some of the other ones would take a few days to get back to me, or I had the feeling that they wouldn't be interested in just one person like me. They wanted a big, company or small business or
Mhm.
something like that. But
Mhm.
you were very good about responding to me, and then you were very patient with my questions,
Mhm.
and those are probably the things that interest me at first. And then as we worked further, I was just really impressed by your depth of knowledge in the field, and
Mhm.
you could both explain to me the bigger picture of healthcare insurance, but you also knew the details of how to actually execute it. And the details are really important because you get into this thing of, sometimes you call people, sometimes it's best to go through their website.
Mhm.
You seem to know the most efficient way to interact with these service providers that I thought was very
Mhm.
helpful.
Oh, that's great feedback. And so through the length of the relationship together, has what we've helped you to find, has it been beneficial for you in your everyday life and supporting your life and your business?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not a business aspect anymore because, like I
Mhm.
said, I'm under my new relationship with my company. I,
Mhm.
I provide healthcare for myself. So it's
Mhm.
just my wife and I getting coverage for us. But
Mhm.
anything that can save me time is really important. I'm a very busy person, and I'm also a big believer in hiring experts and not
Mhm.
try to do stuff yourself. Everything in the world, is just too damn complicated for that. And you fit my model perfectly in terms of
Mhm.
being a trusted advisor that I could go to
Mhm.
solve these problems and end up with the best plan for my wife and I.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, your wife did have to use the insurance during the length of either the Blue Cross or your Medicare plan, correct? I remember that
She did,
correctly.
yes, yep.
Okay.
And she's got some medical challenges. Especially critical is some of the medications that she has to take to address her condition.
Hmm.
And that's a whole nother subset of insurance that's difficult to understand. But
Hmm.
you were really helpful in helping us when we were pre-Medicare and post-Medicare in both cases.
Okay, that's uh, also really good feedback. And the last question, probably one of the most important questions, is: would you recommend me to other people? If so, why or why not?
I definitely would. Although you know how it is when you find somebody that you really enjoy working with, you almost
Yeah.
don't want to tell too many other people about them.
Yeah.
But that would be selfish of me, and I would definitely recommend you to others. I think that your sweet spot, Andrew, would be people kind of like me that
Hmm.
are um, maybe small business owners or are trying to navigate the system on their own
Hmm.
with a family plan.
Hmm.
And I think that your kind of bespoke approach of addressing each customer as equally important
Hmm.
is a great way to operate. And so, yes, I would definitely for other people that are like me, I think that you would be the best choice to help them as a consultant and almost like a business partner. Understanding,
Hmm.
like I said, understanding a part of something that's very essential to your life,
Hmm.
but you don't really have the time nor frankly the interest in learning all the nuance about it. You would slot well into that role.
Thank you so much, Tom, for taking the time out to
You're welcome.
talk with me today. All right.